Here's a reminder that even in winter you can have plants with lots of bright colours. Hello and welcome to Amir's Allotment. Firstly, Happy New Year to all our viewers. Let's hope 2023 is a good one. So happy growing to everyone out there. The plan today is to just do a general bit of tidying up in the allotment. What I'm planning to do is get out there, do some weeding and just a general bit of essential gardening therapy over winter. In these pots I'm going to plant some leftover tulip bulbs. While I'm planting these tulips, I'm thinking about the colour that we're going to get in early spring and the fact that it's going to be an essential food source for our pollinators that are going to come out of hibernation. To encourage the pollinators in spring, I like to plant the flanks of my beds with some more flowers. As you can see, these irises have already started to shoot. Thankfully the bulbs are still quite firm, so I'm going to get them planted straight away. So here's the first lot of flower seeds that I'll be growing this month. If you have never grown sweet peas, I really highly recommend them. They're highly fragranced, they're great as cut flowers, and the more that you cut, they just keep coming back. And I had sweet peas from June last year all the way till November. Right, so it's story time on the sofa. Make yourself comfy. By the way, she is not going to stay here. She is not a lap cat, so she's going to struggle and then run away. But time for Daisy to say hello. Say hello, Daisy. So one of the questions I got asked was, what got you into gardening and having your own allotment plot? Well, that's really easy to answer because I'll explain. The first day I got the allotment plot and walking down the path towards my plot literally was such a nostalgic feeling because it took me right back to my childhood. Growing up in Birmingham, on an estate in Birmingham, my dad had 2 allotment plots. So when you would leave the road where we lived, it was a close, and right at the top was a large allotment plot, and my dad had the first 2 plots. That's now changed, and that site, it still exists, but it's on a much smaller scale. Lots of the land got sold off and they built a housing development, and so yeah, it is a very large housing development now, but there are some, I think that there's a small parcel of land which still has allotment plots in that area, which is nice, but nothing like it was growing up. And I remember you would enter into the site and there was a large green with a large oak tree with a bench under it, and I remember the local residents would sometimes, or dog walkers would use that as a social area and interact there with us whilst we would work on our plots, or as children, and the elders would sit there and tell us stories about when they grew up and the war and rationing. And I remember there was a local school there, which was my primary school, which was actually used during the war as a hospital for injured people. And there was these, we would hear all about this from the residents, and they would tell us about what they experienced growing up and their stories, and it was absolutely fantastic. But I remember as well working on the plots with my dad and harvesting, being on the allotment in the evenings after school in the late summer, and really just enjoying that and taking produce back home, and it was absolutely fantastic. And now I feel like I'm now going through that process with my son, and I hope he enjoys the allotment as I did growing up, and really takes a lot of that, because he might not understand it yet, but growing up later, when you become older like me, and you sort of look back and you think, wow, I really enjoyed that, and you make the most of it. And allotments are absolutely fantastic. I wish we had more, because they're a great place for our mental health, physical health, a great social space as well. And it's a space outdoors which can be, it's people's safe space. It's a space that takes them outdoors, where they grow and plan and take part in things, and you know, you get success, you get abundant harvest, but you get so much more than that. You get disasters which you can laugh about. That's me sometimes, although to be honest, last year was a good year, so I'm confident that going into this year we'll have a good year. But yeah, lots of experience, positive experiences, and also now how things are changing, and now we have this online platforms on YouTube, and communities on Instagram and Facebook and various other social media platforms, and how far reaching that is, because we're now connecting to people worldwide who also have gardens and allotments and small holdings and homesteads, and it's absolutely fantastic to share what we're doing here, but sharing it on an international scale is absolutely great. So for me, it takes me back to my childhood, but I'm really enjoying this, and I'm enjoying taking part in this, because we get so much back from our allotments socially with people, and what we share, what people are doing online as well, seed swapping, talking about their plans. And I really am enjoying this, and I'm enjoying watching other people's journeys as well, and I'm hoping to continue that, and hopefully you can carry on and join me on this fantastic journey as well. So I just wanted to thank you again, wishing everyone a happy new year, and yeah, let's hope it's a good one.